it's Elise Kopp, your realtor here in Las Vegas. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me here on my channel. If you're new, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Either way, I'm happy to have you here with me today. Now for today's video, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about big question I get from my clients, especially those who are relocating here and are potentially comparing Las Vegas to multiple states, cities across the country. And that big question is Las Vegas, Arizona. Which one is actually better? Where is a better place to retire? Now, I will come out by saying, first and foremost, I am a Las Vegas native, born and raised here in the Valley. So you are going to be getting a slightly biased take talking to me, just because I do know Las Vegas and I love it here. With that being said, I've got a fair share of personal experience in Arizona, not in the real estate world, but I do have clients who are comparing the two to each other and clients who have actually come to Las Vegas from Arizona. So for today's video, I figured it would be fun to talk a little bit about some of the similarities between the areas, some of the differences, just to give you some food for thought and to see which area might be a better fit for you. With all that being said, I also want to take this time to introduce myself. My name is Elise Kopp. I am a realtor here in the Greater Vegas Valley. I specialize in our 55 plus communities here in Vegas, and we've got nearly 30 of them. But I also handle our traditional non-55 plus communities, brand new construction, already built resale homes. So if you are looking for a one-stop shop to show you exactly what your options would look like living here in Las Vegas, I would love to help you wherever you are at in your journey, whether you are comparing us to multiple states across the country, or if you've narrowed it down and you know Las Vegas is the place you'd like to be. Also, if you could leave a thumbs up on today's video if you found it helpful, and also subscribe to my channel. It's free. It helps me in making these videos for you. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, let's talk a little bit about some of the similarities living in Las Vegas and in Arizona. First and foremost, weather. Las Vegas and Arizona, especially when we're talking southern Arizona, are known for having low humidity environments. That's gonna be really great if you have arthritis or potentially allergies. Being in that low humidity environment is definitely a big similarity in the two areas and definitely something I wanted to share with you. The second thing I want to share with you is going to be the fact that in Arizona and Nevada, there is no inheritance tax and no taxation on Social Security benefits. So if taxation is important to you, or you're potentially coming from our larger states where taxation can be a big issue, definitely something to keep in mind with both areas. The third similarity is going to be the fact that property taxes are considered to be on the lower end in both areas, especially if you compare Vegas or Arizona to California or some of our larger cities in the Midwest like Chicago or the East Coast. We are known for having lower property taxes, as is Arizona, so definitely another similarity to keep in mind. And the fourth similarity I'm going to share with you is going to be the fact that both areas have excellent golfing opportunities. So for my folks who really enjoy golfing, you are going to have a ton of options in Vegas and in Arizona. I will tell you, being candid, you are going to have more options in Arizona just because of the size of the state, but the greater Las Vegas area, considering its size, we've got dozens and dozens and dozens of courses, really great ones. So if you do like to golf, both areas are comparable in the sense of having lots of golfing options. All right, now diving into some of the differences. The first difference we're going to be talking about is the fact that Nevada does not have a state income tax. Nevada is one of the few remaining states without the state income tax. So definitely something to consider if you're exploring the area. Arizona, on the other hand, does have a 2.5% state income tax, which is definitely on the lower end when it comes to state taxes, but they do have a state tax in place, while Nevada, Las Vegas does not. The second difference is going to be the fact that when you're comparing larger cities in Arizona, like the Phoenix area, in comparison to the Las Vegas area, you are averaging about 6% higher cost of living to be in the greater Phoenix area in comparison to the Vegas area. So if cost of living is important to you, just another difference to keep in mind. The third difference is going to be the fact that if nature is important to you, Arizona is going to offer a ton of options when it comes to national parks. So if you are very active and you enjoy your hiking, and again, just having the ability to access national parks in your backyard, Arizona is definitely going to beat Nevada in that sense. Nevada does have Red Rock Canyon and Mount Charleston, which are absolutely beautiful. But if having a ton of different options and huge parks is important to you, Arizona has us beat there. Now, one area Las Vegas has Arizona beat is going to be entertainment. Las Vegas is one of the entertainment capitals of the world, and for a good reason, and we are just continuing to grow. Not only do we have the Allegiant Stadium, but we also have the T-Mobile Arena, which is where our Vegas Golden Knights play out of, and we have performers from all over the country and the world coming to Vegas to perform. Obviously, we have all sorts of incredible performers on the Las Vegas Strip, our Cirque du Soleil shows. So if entertainment is really important to you, I feel we have a ton of options here in Vegas. And if you enjoy more of, your theatrical productions and whatnot, we have the Smith Center, which is a great venue to watch live theater, musicals. So lots of live entertainers living in Las Vegas. So if you enjoy really good local entertainment or you like to see the big performers who are traveling to Vegas, we have a ton of options there. And in my book, we have Arizona beat there. The fifth difference between Vegas and Arizona is going to be the cool-off period. In Las Vegas, even in the peak of summer or in the middle of winter, we are known for having a pretty significant cool-off period from the peak of the day to the end of the day, which is why we're known for having cooler mornings, cooler evenings. You're realistically looking at a 20-ish degree cool-off period from the peak of the day to the end of the day. So when we're talking winters, we are typically a little bit colder than Arizona, especially when you factor that cool-off period. And likewise, on the summer side of things, when it is 110 degrees in Las Vegas, it is typical for us to cool down to 90 degrees in the evenings and the mornings. Whereas in Arizona, in most parts of Arizona, if you are sitting at 110 during the peak of the day, you're probably 100, 105 at night. So they don't cool off quite as much as we do here in Vegas. Definitely something to consider if that's important to you. The sixth difference, kind of tagging on to the fourth point we talked about, is going to be the fact that Arizona is known for having a very relaxed lifestyle in comparison to the greater Vegas area. So if you like the idea of, as I mentioned earlier, being very active, having access to the national parks, or you like to do your golfing, you enjoy being outdoors, Arizona is absolutely beautiful when it comes to scenery and landscaping, and it's beautiful desert. So if you enjoy a more relaxed lifestyle and you don't like the hustle and bustle that can come with being in Las Vegas, more specifically the Las Vegas Strip and the downtown area, definitely something to keep in mind. The seventh difference is going to be the fact that Arizona has Nevada outnumbered when it comes to 55 plus communities. In Arizona, you have over 150 55 plus communities across the state. In Nevada, we have a total of just over 40, but about 30 of those communities are made up in the greater Vegas area. So if you like the idea of having a ton of options when it comes to 55 plus living, definitely something to keep in mind if you're comparing the two areas. Arizona also has much larger communities than Las Vegas. In Las Vegas, we're capped at about 7,800 homes in terms of the size of the community, whereas in Arizona, it is doable to be in a significantly larger community, communities that are practically a city in and of itself. So definitely something to consider and keep in mind. So I hope today's video gives you some good food for thought and gives you an idea for some of the differences and similarities to Las Vegas and Nevada. Both areas are a great place to retire, which is why they are top retirement destinations. What it's really going to come down to is your lifestyle and what's important to you. And depending on that, you may find that one area is a better fit for you than the other. So I hope today's video was helpful. If you enjoyed it, again, I would so appreciate it if you could leave a thumbs up on today's video and subscribe to my channel. It helps me in making these videos for you guys, and I really appreciate your support. With all that being said, thank you so much for taking your time today to watch today's video, and I hope you have a great day. I will see you next time. Bye.